I have a confession regarding Rank Up Magic Numeron Force in my format. I done goofed. A quick note before I proceed with the video. Um, if you're wondering why there's a premature burial in my Utopia deck, there is a reason behind it. It's still not allowed in Richician format. Just like in the normal game, it is also banned in my format. Um, but the reason it's currently there is, it's part of a fun twist that I have planned for Series 11 of the Dark Richician's Deck Grand Championship, which I didn't want to say anything about just yet. You'll just have to wait and see what it is. But yeah, the premature burial is going to be taken out. So yeah, um, I just wanted to clear up that confusion. So yeah, the Prem is only in there temporarily. It is banned in my format, just like in the normal game. Just wanted to point that out.
The Dark Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and you're probably wondering what I'm talking about when I say I goofed. Well, here's the thing. Let me draw your attention to the Richician Format ban list. Right, is there a way I can... oh yeah, here we are. I've disappeared. Here I am. Now, notice right here that Numeron, as in the whole archetype, is banned in my format. Yeah, but that was just more for the appeal, because I know not everyone likes Numeron. They just hate playing against it. So I banned it from my format. Now, let me draw your attention back to Rank Up Magic Numeron Force. Yeah, you can probably see where the problem is, can't you? Rank Up Magic Numeron Force, my favourite rank up spell, and one of my top 10 favourite spells, is technically part of the Numeron archetype, which means I can't use it. And guess what? Ever since I started playing my Utopia deck in Richician format, I've had Numeron Force in the deck, and it was playing a card that's not legal in my format. So, yeah, all I can say is whoops, my bad. And in a way, it's kind of caused a bit of a ripple effect in a way. So let me draw your attention back to 3 of the deck building challenge videos that I did on Team Sorcerers. So as you can see, we've got the Umbral Horror deck, and as you can see, there's Rank Up Magic Numeron Force. Now, if I turn your attention to Star Seraph, yep, there it is again, Rank Up Magic Numeron Force. And finally, of course, there's the Tachyon Dragon deck that I made. Where's my mouse arrow? So, yeah. all this time I've been playing a card that's not legal in my format in these decks without realizing. And not that I was using Attack on Dragon decks, Star Seraph deck, and Umbral Horror decks in duels anyway. I mean, I've yet to do that, but yeah, big whoops there. So now if I turn your attention back to my Utopia deck, as you can see, it has been removed from my Utopia deck, and I'm running a second copy of Zexal Force instead. And I need to basically take Ranko Magic Numeron Force out of the 3 decks I just showed you. So yeah, what a major blunder that was. I don't think it impacted anything that much, but there you go. So yeah, it's kind of a shame really, because it's not even a card that Numeron decks even use anyway. But oh well, it is what it is, I suppose. Now, while I'm here, what I've also decided to do is try and simplify things regarding regarding banned archetypes. Now, before obviously, the ruling with that is that anything within the archetype by name is obviously banned, and I said that anything that mentions the banned archetype in the description is banned, but this could prove to be a bit more awkward than I thought, because I mean, one example so far was regarding Necro Valley. Now, Necro Valley, of course, doesn't have Gravekeeper in the name, but it does mention them in the description, although it was once assumed that Necro Valley would be allowed, but no, that's not the case. So so here's what I might do instead. Let's take Atlantean monster. Why am I having trouble saying it? Yeah, here we are. This is an Atlantean monster, right? But it does mention mermales, a mermail in the card description. So basically, this would be allowed. So yeah, that would be perfectly fine. What else was I going to say? Yeah, if I turn your attention back to the ban list, if I can. Oh, come on, what? Oh, what's going on? Hold on, I'm having some technical issues. And we're back. So yeah, now I've done that ruling change, simplified things a bit when it comes to band archetypes. And I've also given invoked a break as well, because here's the thing. There's a Majestus monster. Let's see, what was it? Crowley, the gifted Majestus, which mentions invoked in the description. Yeah. Because before I wrote invoked except Crowley, the invoked Magistus, although with invoked band, it still might make people think that Alistair the Invoker, Invocation, and Magical Meltdown would have been allowed, because they don't say invoked in the name. But yeah, I've sorted all this out just to avoid some confusion. So yeah, in the case of Gravekeepers, Necro Valley is listed on the list of banned cards as a banned card in my format. And technically, Necro Valley is a Gravekeeper card that can be played outside of Gravekeepers, of course. Now, I would have done the same thing with Royal Tribute, Imperial Tomb of Necro Valley, and Hidden Temple of Necro Valley, but the thing is, all three of those cards need Necro Valley on the field to be able to be activated. And of course, in the case of Imperial Tomb and Royal Tribute, they need a Gravekeeper as well. But the thing is, there's no point touching those, because with Gravekeepers and Necro Valley banned in my format, all three of those cards are unplayable. And of course, I've simplified things with Tri-Brigade as well. Yeah, Tri-Brigade is banned, but there are two fusion monsters that mention Tri-Brigade in the description. But before I was writing, except those two fusions, those fusions being the dragon that devours the dogma and Brigand the Glory Dragon. So yeah, even though they say Tri-Brigade in the card description, they are allowed. But yeah, the Tri-Brigade archetype is not allowed. And getting back to invoked, the fucking thing would respond. Yeah, there we go. I've changed it back to how I had it before, where the three most insufferable fusions in the archetype are banned. Invoked Orgades, Invoked Elysium, and Invoked Mechaba. Yeah, they're the only invoked cards that are now banned. Yeah. And of course, you know how much I hate Invoked Mechaba. It's just an auto win card that negates everything. And of course, there was that infuriating argument which led me to quitting current format. But yeah, it's the biggest threat and the problem card in the invoked deck, so that's gone. Orgades is just way too disruptive, even to a point where it can end someone's turn and just not let you play, basically, whereas invoked is just a mass banish of a load of monsters, which is just way too harsh. I don't know how anyone can say it's bad. It's really not. Yeah, and just the fact that you can do it at any time. is just a bit ridiculous, and again, way too disruptive. So yeah, like I said, simplified rule change, clearing up a mistake with rank up magic numeron force, and of course an emergency ban list change. I guess I could quickly show the list. It was asked a few times to see an update for it. Well, here you are. This is your update. I'm not going to go over all of the cards. I mean, I can answer any questions about them, but yeah, at least be constructive with your questions and comments, and do not give me shit over anything that's banned, limited, or untouched, or you will be blocked. I will not tolerate this. So yeah, I can scroll down a bit. As you can see, it's very different from, well, not very different, but mostly different from how it was when I first showed it. Oh, and I also made a note here that this is an extended ban list to the normal ban list. Besides my changes, it still follows the normal ban list. Yeah, I already brought it up before, but I wanted to make a note of that because there were a couple of times where a couple of people thought you could play things like Graceful Charity or the banned Ishizu cards just because they weren't listed. But no, it's still. But yeah, literally, like I said, besides my changes, it still follows the normal ban list. I mean, for instance, Bahamut Shark is still allowed because Toad is banned in my format. Butterfly Dagger, that's allowed at 3 because Raw Magical Library is banned, and yeah, it just made sense as a way to kill off FTKs. King the Feral Imps is still allowed because Mitsurugi and Ryziel are banned in my format. Linkaribo, that's still been at 3 ever since it got banned, because of Snake Eyes, but Snake Eyes is banned in my format as well. Obedience Schooled, well, that's been kept at 3. But me and Emma and the others made an agreement that if Yummy is played in my format, which it will be because Emma wants to play it, it's only going to play one of it. Anyway, I'll scroll down, let you have a look. If you want to pause it at any point, then feel free to do so. And yeah, I know it's a ridiculously long list of banned cards, but it's just a necessary evil because, again, this is not just a ban list, it's also a purge of degenerate bullshit that just stops the game being fun. But yeah, at least now you can look at the way it is, like at least at the time of recording. It is going to be edited again at some point, but yeah, maybe now I won't get random questions like, is this card allowed in your format? Is this card banned in your format? Well, yeah, this answers the question. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Richician